We appear to finally be getting to the end of the long, sordid tale of Marjorie Taylor Greene, radical and repugnant reactionary Republican Congresswoman, and the fines for violating the House of Representatives' mask mandates during the COVID era. And I know many of you probably assumed this story was over. It is not over, but we are now at the stage. You know, when people say we're going to take this all the way to the Supreme Court and you laugh and you say, no, you're not. She attempted to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has rejected it. Here's the news. Mask mandates. Supreme Court rejects appeal from Marjorie Taylor Greene and other Republican lawmakers. And here is the story. 3 Republicans who had their pay docked in 2021 for flouting a mask mandate. Remember, it's flouting, not flaunting. People think I make up that word, but it's a real word. For flouting a mask mandate on the floor of the House of Representatives during the COVID pandemic, got no help from the Supreme Court Tuesday. The justices, without comment, declined an appeal from members of Congress Tom Massey, Ralph Norman, and Marjorie Taylor Greene in their lawsuit against former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Lower courts said Pelosi cannot be sued because courts don't have jurisdiction over Congress's internal rules. Lawyers for the current House Speaker, MAGA Mike Johnson, agreed with the decision. Despite House Republican leaders' opposition to the mask rule, they told the Supreme Court, this case is not about the wisdom of the rule or whether it is based on sound science. Remember that Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think it's up to about $100,000 in fines at this point in time. And she is ultimately going to have to pay all of it. I believe it was already deducted from her pay, in fact. So I don't know that this is truly the end. Maybe they can find some other grounds or whatever. And of course, for me, as I think back to this, is it really about relitigating the effectiveness of a surgical versus an N95? Or is it about the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene and a few other of these extremists went out of their way just to be contrarians for no real reason other than they wanted attention and they were upset about the realities of the situation at the time? And it's understandable to have been upset about what was going on. But to believe that you get some kind of special treatment. And it's, by the way, it's not very different than the members of Congress who go around the metal detectors. Remember, I think they've solved that issue, but at a certain point, there were questions as to whether Madison Cawthorn and maybe even Lauren Boebert were going armed to the floor of the House of Representatives. And it was revealed that there was some way, I guess, to get around the metal detectors. It's all the same sort of stuff, which is, listen, if you want to participate here and you don't like the rules, you can participate in trying to change the rules. It's by definition a democratic body where if you can convince enough people and you can get the votes to change the rule, you can get rid of the mask mandate or get rid of the metal detectors or do whatever it is you want to do. You don't unilaterally get to say, I don't like the rule, so I'm ignoring it. It depends on building consensus. And this is sort of the job of legislators. So it's a great thing that the Supreme Court rejected this. It's not so good that we have so many egomaniacal narcissists in elected office that they think the rules don't apply to them. And this applies in so many different ways. This is the mayor who gets pulled over for speeding and says, do you know who I am? We've had a bunch of instances of that over recent years. It's the members of Congress who go around the metal detectors, the ones who take off their masks when masks are required. It's all of it. Participate in building consensus and changing the rules rather than just saying the rules don't apply to me. You may remember a few years ago, the show got hacked and several $1,000s were stolen. We never got it back. But now I have a lot more peace of mind because we use Aura. Our sponsor, Aura, is the all-in-one tool to protect your online and financial accounts. Aura alerts you anytime your personal info is found on the dark web or in data breaches, could be social security number, logins, financial accounts. You will get very fast alerts if a criminal does something like try to open up a bank account in your name, take out credit in your name. Aura will also monitor your bank accounts, your home and auto titles, which can help to guard against fraud. And Aura even protects your phone by letting you block and screen spam calls and texts. Aura has parental controls for your kids' devices to restrict apps, manage screen time, set focus time. You can try Aura free for 14 days at aura.com/Pacman. It only takes a few seconds to use the free trial to see if your username and passwords have been leaked online. The link is down below.